Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Before starting the video, please subscribe and keep watching for more details videos. Eala, Coco Gauff falls short of Italian Open doubles semis. Manila, Philippines. Eala and Coco Gauff faced their first acid test as a tandem, one fraught with difficulties that the duo unfortunately failed to overcome. The unseeded Filipina and American partners fell short by the slimmest of margins against third seeds and defending champions Jasmine Paolini and Sara Errani, 7-5, 3-6, 10-7. On Wednesday, May 14, in the women's doubles quarterfinals of the WTA 1000 Italian Open. Eala and Gauff were coming off a pair of straight-set wins in the first two rounds, but the two realized quickly the gulf in level of play between their previous opponents and home bets Paolini and Errani, currently tied at No. 6 in the doubles world rankings. The Italians came with stellar credentials, forged by a string of impressive accomplishments in 2024. Paolini and Errani won the Italian Open last year, defeating Gauff and Arron Routliffe in the final, then went on to deliver Italy the women's doubles gold in the Paris Olympics. They also emerged champions of the WTA 500 Linz Open in Austria and the WTA 1000 China Open. Up 5-3 in the opening set, the 19-year-old Eala and 21-year-old Gauff had a golden opportunity to surge ahead when they grabbed a 40-0 lead in the ninth game on the American serve. But the Italian veterans maintained their composure and patiently fought their way back as they broke Gauff to stay alive, then won the next three games to pocket the first set. Eala and Gauff showed their spirits were not dampened by their first set loss, bouncing back by dominating the second set and ending it in just 40 minutes. Setting the stage for a thrilling ending in the Super tie-break. But Paolini, 29, and Errani, 38, displayed poise gained from experience, seizing control of the third set by jumping to a 3-1 advantage. Although Eala and Gauff managed to draw even at 4-4, they never got to taste the lead as Paolini and Errani immediately regained the upper hand and led the rest of the way, effectively ending the tight match in 1 hour and 39 minutes. It was a bittersweet result for Gauff, who fell short of advancing to another semifinals after winning her singles quarterfinal match against rising teen star Mira Andreeva of Russia earlier. Eala's campaign in Rome finally came to a conclusion as she plots her next move prior to the French Open, which will begin on May 25. She might join either of two events scheduled next week, the WTA 500 International de Strasbourg in France and the WTA 250 Grand Prix SAR La Princesse Lalla Meriem in Morocco. Eala and Coco Gauff fall short of Italian Open doubles semis. A tale of youth, experience, and unyielding spirit. The 2025 Italian Open witnessed a captivating quarterfinal clash that pitted the rising talents of Eala and Coco Gauff against the seasoned champions Sara Errani and Jasmine Paolini. On the sun-drenched clay courts of Foro Icalico, the match unfolded as a compelling narrative of youthful ambition meeting seasoned expertise. The match, a battle of generations. The encounter commenced with palpable tension as both teams showcased their prowess. Eala and Gauff, relatively new partners, demonstrated remarkable synergy. Eala's agility and sharp reflexes complemented Gauff's powerful baseline game, creating a formidable duo. However, the Italian pair, with their deep understanding of the clay surface and each other's playstyles, quickly asserted their dominance. Errani and Paolini's experience was evident in their strategic placement and anticipation. They capitalized on every opportunity, turning the tide in their favor. Despite the young pair's spirited efforts, the Italians clinched the first set 6-4. In the second set, Eala and Gauff regrouped, displaying resilience and determination. They broke early, taking a 2-0 lead. Yet the Italians, undeterred, mounted a comeback. Their consistent returns and net play overwhelmed the young duo, leading to a 6-3 victory in the second set and a place in the semifinals. Reflections from the court. Post-match, both teams reflected on the encounter. Gauff, though disappointed with the result, praised her partner's performance. "Alex played exceptionally well today. She's a natural on the clay," Gauff remarked. "We have room to grow, and this experience will only make us stronger." Eala, ever the optimist, echoed similar sentiments. Facing such experienced opponents was a valuable lesson. "We'll take this as motivation to improve and come back stronger," she stated. Irani and Paulini, gracious in victory, acknowledged the challenges posed by the young pair. "Eala and Gauff are incredibly talented. They pushed us to our limits," Paulini noted. "It's always refreshing to see young players bringing new energy to the game." Looking ahead, the road to growth. While the quarterfinals marked the end of their Italian Open journey, the experience gained was invaluable for Eala and Gauff. Their performance against top-tier opponents showcased their potential and highlighted areas for improvement. Both players are set to participate in upcoming tournaments, focusing on refining their skills and strategies. Eala's rapid ascent in the singles rankings and Gauff's established presence in both singles and doubles suggest that their paths will cross again on the court. Conclusion: a promising future. The 2025 Italian Open doubles quarterfinals may have ended in disappointment for Eala and Gauff, but the partnership between the two young stars has showcased immense promise. Their synergy, determination, and sportsmanship have left an indelible mark on the tournament. As they continue to hone their craft and gain experience, the tennis world eagerly anticipates their future endeavors. With the lessons learned from this match, Eala and Gauff are poised to make significant strides in the world of tennis, leaving fans excited for what lies ahead. Alexandra Eala and Coco Gauff's dream run at the 2025 Italian Open came to an emotional end. The promising pair fell just shy of a semifinal berth, losing in straight sets to defending champions Sara Errani and Jasmine Paolini, 6-4, 6-3. The match wasn't merely a battle for a spot in the Final Four. It was a collision of eras. The youthful spark of Eala and Gauff against the seasoned, battle-worn resilience of Errani and Paolini. For the Filipina rising star and the American tennis prodigy, the loss was bittersweet. A missed opportunity, yes, but also a clear glimpse into what might be if they choose to build something longer-lasting together. A clash of styles. From the opening serve, the contrast between the two teams was clear. Gauff, a powerhouse from the baseline, used her heavy topspin forehand to dictate rallies. Eala, nimble and sharp, covered the net with instinctive anticipation, her hands producing deft volleys that earned crowd gasps. Their youthful energy lit up the Roman afternoon, but the Italians were unshaken. Errani, a Grand Slam doubles champion and clay court said, read the angles like a chess master, while Paolini attacked the net with fearless precision. The home crowd, vocal and invested, willed them through tough points and momentum swings. The first set turned on a few key errors. A missed backhand from Eala here, a missed poach by Gauff there. The second set saw Gauff and Eala take a brief lead, but the Italians stormed back, breaking serve at crucial moments. Experience, as it so often does on clay, tipped the scales. Learning in the spotlight. Despite the loss, there was no air of defeatism in Eala and Gauff's post-match demeanor. If anything, the match was a learning laboratory, a high-pressure classroom in which two emerging stars got a taste of what it takes to win against the best. I think we held our own, Eala said after the match, her voice calm but firm. They've been doing this for years, and we're just getting started. We'll take this experience and use it. Gauff was equally reflective. We're both competitors. We hate losing. But I love playing with Alex. She's smart, calm, and keeps fighting no matter what. I've said sorry to her a few times. Sometimes I mess up the communication, but she always shrugs it off. That's a good partner. A short partnership with long-term potential. Though they entered the draw as a relatively new pairing, Eala and Gauff look like they've been playing together far longer. Their chemistry, forged through mutual respect and a shared hunger, turned heads throughout the tournament. Their victories in the earlier rounds weren't just about big shots. They came from smart, collaborative tennis. Gauff's firepower and movement complemented Eala's precision and tactical play. It was a partnership rooted in balance, and one that many fans and commentators now hope will continue. This was spontaneous, Eala said, when asked how the partnership came to be. But we both had room in our schedules, and we said, why not? I've learned so much already. If she wants to team up again, I'm in. From defeat, a future unfolds. For now, both players will shift their focus. Gauff returns to her singles campaign and eyes another run at Roland Garros, where her power game makes her a contender on clay. Eala will continue climbing in both the singles and doubles rankings, building on what has already been a standout season for the young Filipina. Yet beyond the rankings and tournament results, This Italian Open has served as a turning point, particularly for Eala. She not only held her own alongside a Grand Slam champion, but she proved that she belongs in the same conversation as the best up-and-coming players in the world. For Gauff, it was another opportunity to grow in a leadership role, mentoring on the court while still honing her own game. Her humility, especially in acknowledging Eala's contributions and offering public apologies for miscommunications, showcased the maturity that has made her a fan favorite worldwide.